Hello, my name is Navigator. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the AEW Blood and Guts Last Man Standing Ringside exclusive Brody King and Darby Allin 2-pack. Man, that was quite a mouthful, but this figure definitely packs a punch. I actually think I said that exact line in my short talking about this video or these figures. But regardless, that's what we're going to be doing today, taking a look at these figures, taking them out. The real reason, well, there's actually two reasons that I wanted this. Number one, I wanted to complete the House of Black as quickly as possible. I actually saw this and was able to get this on Ringside before I saw Brody King out in the wild. And you guys know me, I mean, by now, you know that I love the Blood and Guts figures. So I will always favorite a Blood and Guts figure over the regular one. So that's the Brody King that I have. And then, of course, Sting's last match, seeing Darby go off the ladder onto the glass, I had to have a Blood and Guts version of him too. So there we go. With that being said, though, let's get them out of the packaging, and we can take a look at these guys very quickly. So the packaging is really cool. I'm going to do my best to preserve it. I really try to preserve my Blood and Guts packaging because it's just so cool, so unique. Love that. So here's the front. On the side, there's some blood splatter. The other side, there's some headshots of both of them. And then on the back, this is from the Quake at the Lake. I believe it's August 10th, 2022. And you can see a little still shot of them going off there, and it's got their autographs as well. All right, let's get them out of here and see what we're working with. So there we go. We got that. And this should just slide right out, hopefully. I hope. And then we'll throw that to the side, and we will take this stuff out of that cardboard. Even that's pretty cool. It's another picture of them on the back, if you can kind of see it there, and some blood splatter. That looks great. And there we have it. Darby Allin and Brody King out of the box, still in the packaging. And because this is a Ringside exclusive, I don't think there's going to be any tape, any little rubber bands there, because they don't have to worry about people taking it out of the packaging in the store. So hopefully that is the case. Let's see. Yeah, seems like it. Okay, let's start with Brody over here. Get him out of there. There's Brody, his extra head, his extra hands, and then we'll go for Darby, his hands, his extra head, Darby himself, and then the skateboard. Beautiful, sweet. Okay, so let's do this like we always do. We'll take a look at the figures later, but first off, we're going to take a look at the accessories. Number one is this Darby Allin skateboard. Super cool. Love how that looks. Not a lot going on here. There is some scraping, and the grip is gone on the top. There's some blood there. And then on the back, it seems like there's I don't even know if I can get the right angle, but you can see how they're kind of coming off the board there, so you can feel them. But it's almost like thumbtacks or something that are stuck into the bottom of the board. Love that, and then I love the Darby there. And it's pretty cool. You could have them holding it and have the finger blood stains there. That looks super cool. Love that. So we have that accessory. This is Darby's extra head sculpt. Just seems like a screaming one, and it's got plenty of blood on there. This is probably the one that I'll have equipped on the figure. Love that. Definitely a lot better than the other Darby that I had. Let me actually fetch that one so you guys can see. I'm going to take his skateboard off. But you can see, yeah, just a far better looking Darby Allin head sculpt on there. I feel like they made his nose way too big on the other one, and he just does not look anything like Darby Allin. This one is definitely a lot better, so there's that. And I'll leave him there for comparison. Got to take the tag belts off him, though. He's no longer tag team champion, so there's that. We'll take a look at the hands as well. So he comes with two fisted hands, and I just love this. I love the wrap on there with the blood, and you can see he's kind of got the paint and the tattoos on his, what would that be, left fist. That looks great. I love those hands. Those look sweet. Moving on to Brody King. Kind of the same thing here. He's got an extra set of fists here that are bloody. He's got some bloody knuckles there. If it'll zoom in, I'm not sure if you guys can really see that well. Hey, you guys get the picture. It's just bloody knuckles with the black wrist tape. And then finally, the head sculpt here, kind of similar to Darby's with the screaming head sculpt, but he is just soaked in blood. Look at that. He's even got the face paint kind of coming down. That looks sweet. I love how that looks. Tattoo on the back there as well. All right, so that's the accessories. Let's take a look at these figures. We'll start with Brody King. Let me get him kind of organized here. Starting at the bottom. Very impressive work on the boots here. I'm actually going to turn this so you guys can kind of get a nice look. I'll do a 360 actually. That looks great. There's blood splatter all over this guy. Love the design there on the boots. Moving up here to the knee pads, he's got one. I think that's the House of Black sign. Could be his sign. I have no idea, or his logo. That looks great. He's got some tattoo work here on the thighs, which I'm assuming would have gone down into the legs. That looks awesome. I mean, literally everywhere. This guy's covered in tattoos. I think that's another Brody King or House of Black symbol there on the trunks. Moving up here to the torso, he's kind of got this like samurai or like a very like Bushido-esque tattoo situation going on there on the front. So there's that. That looks beautiful. I really like that. And then on the back here, it's kind of a continuation of that Bushido samurai, whatever you want to call it. Just looks awesome. Very, very cool. You can see it's kind of continued over here. He's got like a gypsy there. Some other stuff. He's got a little like, I don't even know what you would call that in the back. Bunch of random just tattoos all over his body. I love the detail they put into this. Really, really nice. On the hands here, the same as the fists. Black wrist tape, except for the fingers are extended and they are bloody as well. Moving up to the top here, he does come with his, what would you call that, a padlock necklace, and this is actually going to be a weapon you can use for these figures. That's kind of implied. And then finally, this head sculpt here, not too different from the Screaming one, just kind of has his mouth open in this one, but still very, very cool. It looks like the hair is actually even more slicked back, so this is kind of like damage, but not as damage head sculpt, so that looks great. I can't get over the tattoo work on here. Absolutely impeccable. I missed this on the back too. Symbol there as well. This tattoo work looks insane on here, guys. Really, really nice. Love that. I'm sure Kyle Peterson's going to have a field day with this figure. We all know that he loves tattoo work. He's not standing so well, so we'll lean him up against Dean Ambrose there. And then finally here we can take a look at the Darby Allin figure. Let's get him situated there. Starting at the bottom here, he's kind of got his little boots on. Those look really sweet. I believe they're exactly the same. Oh, no, different. They're dotted as opposed to just a straight line there. A lot more detail there with the Doc Martens. That looks really nice, actually. I like they put the detail in there. Yeah, that's very cool. Moving up here, same thing with both these figures. Even in areas like this where there's not a lot going on, there is like a little bit of blood smear. I love to see that. Very cool. Moving up here, I like these trunks a lot. I really, really like those kind of the shorts he's got going on there. A lot of detail in here. You can see the studs around the waistband and around the thighs. That looks awesome. Same thing with the belt there. Or was that kind of, yeah, that was the waist. The torso here, he's got some kind of smeared body paint on him. Tattoo there in the middle of his chest alongside the arms on each one. And then he's got just handprints and blood just literally everywhere. All over the guy. I'm trying to see if these tattoos match up. You can see the skin tone's updated as well. The hair tone's updated. Just such a better figure. This is probably the best Darby Allin out there right now. But yeah, it looks great. And you can see here, my dogs are losing their mind out there. Same fists, except for they're going to be the Lego Man hands, kind of the grappling hands. He's got blood on there as well. And then I love this handprint on the shoulder. Once again, kind of the same thing with the skateboard. It'd be very cool to like put Brody King's hand there and show like the blood print. That's super cool. He's got his necklace there, kind of the chain. And then moving here to the head sculpt, a very relaxed Darby Allin. Surprisingly, he's got some face paint missing along with some blood all over the hair. And that continues onto the back of the head, and there's that relentless tattoo. So there you go, folks. Fairly quick little review of the Brody King and Darby Allin Blood and Guts 2-pack. Once again, a Ringside exclusive. This thing retails for about maybe like 50, 60 bucks. I think that when it first came out, it was about 60. I'll leave Brody back there. He's not standing so well. But you can probably find it now with the WrestleMania sale at like 45, 50 with tax. So yeah, there you go, folks. Once again, the Brody King and Darby Allin Blood and Guts 2-pack. Some little notes I can say if you're looking to complete your House of Black collection, I would definitely take this Brody King, maybe buy the normal unmatched version and put the ring gear on this one. I think that's what I'm going to do eventually, is find that figure and just put the ring gear on this one. And this is, in my opinion, the best Darby Allin out there so far, especially after his match with Sting. I think he's kind of gained some notoriety, and it's definitely cool to have a figure of him in my collection, if not that, just to update the previous one that I had. But that's it, folks. So let me know what you guys thought, and I'll leave it at that. So with all that being said, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.